Asian session is very low in volume, but there's a better way to trade it. With this ICT concept, you'll be able to maximize profit by using this Asian session strategy. So you are going to learn exactly how to trade the Asian session in London. The first thing you need to understand is the concept of ICT, which is called AMD. Now, this concept is called AMD. What is it? It is called accumulation. It is called accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. All right. So this is AMD. Now, I know most of you might have heard about this several times, right? But I want you to listen to this. Now, this accumulation phase is what we are going to call the accumulation phase. So as a result, we're going to draw this. So this is the Asian session, right? Because this is the characteristics of the Asian session. It's characterized by a whole lot of accumulation. All right. So now we have the Asian session right now. So the next phase is the manipulation phase. Now the manipulation phase is is characterized by two features. Now there are two ways that it presents itself, especially in London session. The first way is what I call the pre-London session open. I know most of you, if you have been following me long enough on YouTube, you will know that I often refer to a certain time of London as pre-London session. So the current time that we are in on the chart now is what I call the pre-London session open. At this point in time, I do not take any trade on the chart. So I wait till there is a full London session open, right? So that's what you want to do. So the manipulation phase is going to happen. So what's happening in price right now? It's called manipulation. Believe it or not, it is called manipulation. Now, what it is this. Price comes on, and what the price do? We have the accumulation phase, which is this. By the way, there is an indicator that I use which helps me to identify the Asian session, and I've been using this indicator for years. Shout out to the Asian range team by Nico, right? So you might want to check that out. Just go to the indicator section and type that in, and you are going to get that indicator. All right, now it's free. Now this is what you need to understand. After the accumulation phase, there's going to be a manipulation. Now at times the manipulation will occur in multiple sides of the market, that is both up and down most times. Why at times it's going to happen just down, at times it's going to happen just up. At times price will still consolidate into the pre-London session open, and London session open it will break out. Then at times the old sessions, which is the two sessions, especially if they are banks, if they are holiday in the UK, you are going to find out that these sessions is going to consolidate both the Asian and the London session. So in this case, what do you do? Now you need to listen. Okay, so where is our drawing? Okay, here we have. Now we have this as our accumulation up. So the first thing you want to wait for is the pre-London session open. You want to wait for a break of this manipulation, this accumulation. So you want to see the manipulation happen. Now majority of the time I don't trade the manipulation, so you should wait. So I'm going to say that the manipulation is going to happen most of the time in the pre-London session open. So after you've seen that the lows of the Asian highs, or rather the Asian lows, have been taken, what you will simply wait is, don't take this trade. This is what we call the smart money trap, and most people fall for this trap. Now you want to see that this high is taken out, and what do? You now take your trade based on the real London session open, which actually occurs here. So I'm going to label this again. We have this as what? We have this as the accumulation, right? This is an ICT concept. By the way, this is the day 4 of our 7 days ICT concept video series. So we have this as manipulation. You might want to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Manipulation. And we now have what's called distribution. Now take note, distribution. Now distribution only occurs at the right time, and this is the best time to engage in the charts. The distribution time is the best time you should even consider taking trades. The reason is, most of the time in the accumulation phase, you are going to be stopped out. Now, but there's a way to trade the accumulation phase for those of you who live in Asia. But if you live in Asia, what I would recommend is try as much as you can to not just not just, what's the right word for it now, try as much as you can not to be caged in just trading the Asian session, but try as much as you can to move into the London session. And this video is actually for you, okay? Because it works best in London session, this strategy, right? So you understand. So if the low of the Asian session is what is first taken out, what you want to do is you want to buy, because most likely the manipulation had occurred to the downside. Now, if it's going to manipulate on both sides and price have now moved into the real London session open, you might want to engage. That's the only time I trade the manipulation. And this time around, I'm not the one being manipulated, but rather I'm joining the smart money team, I'm joining the big banks, I'm joining the institutions to also manipulate the retail, majority of the retail traders. But something to note here, guys, in 2023, smart money is the new retail method. Now, what I mean is this: if you don't know how to identify liquidity in 2023, you shall become the liquidity. Believe me, that's why you notice that your smart money concept is not working for you. Yes, that's the thing. There's a secret you need to learn. So coming back to the chart, what do we do? So I'm just going to use today's price action for an example, all right, so that you will understand exactly what I'm saying. Now, you could agree with me that before London Asian session, we can see that all of these are accumulation phase. So we have this as accumulation. So price is being accumulated here from this point to this point. So what if you ask me, what do I do? I'm not going to take any trade. As a matter of fact, I can't remember when last I executed a trade in this phase, right? There's no point, because just one trade is enough for me for 1 week. Even in 1 week, one trade is enough, because you just imagine you having 1 to 10, 1 to 15 risk to reward ratio, 1 to 20, right? A few days ago we were able to catch 1 to 30 risk to reward ratio, right? It's the same strategy. Now you must understand that there is a better way to approach the market, okay? So now we have this as the accumulation phase. So basically, I'm currently waiting for price to do something. So I'm not really engaging right now because it's not yet time for me to take my setup, okay? So basically, we have seen a manipulation to the downside. Remember, this is the Asian session and we are currently in the pre-London session open. We're about to enter the real London session open for me. Now, this is the London session open already, but I personally call it a pre-London session open based on my years of experience. And you need to, imbibe that into your trading strategy. Now, we have that we can see that the lows are being manipulated. And one of the things that had happened is you can see that they entice people to buy at this point, and this is the week you are seeing, right? And you see this indecision candle, this huge candle that is full of wicks. These are manipulation. It's just to entice more people to buy, early. So that's basically it. So most of the time it will manipulate people to buy or sell very early. So as a result, many people will be confused. So how many times have you been confused in the front of the chart? You don't know where price wants to go next. One of the reasons is because you are trading in the pre-London session open. You are trading in the manipulation hour. Now, in New York session, is there a manipulation hour? Yes, there is. Now, I'm not going to go through that today. Maybe if you like this video and we get more likes, say 50 likes, 100 likes, then I'm going to make that video for you. So you just consider, let me know in the comment section that we have it on. So if you are the 100th person to smash the like button, or the 50th person to smash the like button, just let me know that, okay, you promised to show me the New York session manipulation. Then I'm going to do that video for you. So you see, we have a manipulation to the downside, accumulation, manipulation, right? Still on the manipulation, we're about to enter the distribution phase. So basically, most of the time, this will happen for the distribution phase. So this is the strategy. After you've identified the manipulation, you want to mark out the most valid order block, the valid order block that is closer to the session. So all of these are manipulation. You see this. Believe me, most people will be selling here. No, this is not the right time to sell, because I'm still expecting price to push up. Price will push up and give me my entry confirmation, and boom, I will have to trade it down. Yeah, right, this is a good place to target. And also this Asian low is a good place to target, because as you can see, we have equal low that is being formed right there. So we have a liquidity This is it. Look at it in case you cannot see it. We have a liquidity that is being formed, that is formed here. So basically, I'm not going to be moved by this reaction here, because I know like 80% of the time price will not reverse here. Price will go deeper and mitigate that zone at least to the 50%, which is the best, and give me my entry confirmations on my lower time from my entry time frame, and I am good. And you should learn that as well. Okay, so at this point in time, this is what I can tell you. I can tell you that price will likely sweep the lows, right? Because now look at this. Price came in, created more liquidity for the Asian low, but push up, swept the Asian high. Can you see that? So I'm going to mark this area, this order block. This is a valid order block as well. So in the future, probably in the New York session, when price comes on and mitigate the zone, I might want to, look for my confirmation entry. So if I don't see my entry confirmations, no trades for me. So it's a win-win situation, because I understand exactly how these things operate. So we also have these areas. Now this is a valid zone as well. I think this is the valid zone we have. Yeah, so basically as a bonus for you, as a bonus to you on the 15 minutes, what am I expecting? So by the time you are watching this video, maybe it must have happened, right? Because this video will be going live at 11 a.m. GMT +1, which is West African time. So these are my scenarios. So I might see a continuation. All of these, I'm waiting for my entry confirmations, and I might see something like this as well. So any of these scenarios will happen, right? Believe me, they are going to happen, right? And probably this. And because on the hard time frame, on the 4 hour, I think we're currently on a retracement. Yes, so it's kind of consolidated on the 4 hour, but we can't really wait that long because we are day traders. So basically, we work with what price is giving to us. So on the 15 minute, we could possibly see that price action is bearish. 1, 2, 3. It is bearish, okay, on the 15 minutes. So this is another scenario. So this is a bonus, guys, a bonus for you. And this is what I send to my FX Today Academy team almost every morning and every session. And also, I also update them every point and every given time. All right. So this is the bonus for you. Now, basically, if you are looking for anything, these are the areas you should be looking for trades for today, at least for this London session. But this low price might only get here during the New York session. But it's possible if good volume and momentum enters the market, we could possibly see a trade opportunity right there. So this is the extreme. You might also want to mark out the extreme. So it's a possibility. So if price comes to the extreme, we might see a nice reaction there. So if price comes to the extreme first, there might be a nice reaction that might push price down to this level to sweep this liquidity, because we have liquidity here. Now this is not liquidity. I know you have been taught that every consolidation is a liquidity. No, it is not. This is not a liquidity. Don't be deceived. But this is a liquidity. Now if you want me to make a video on liquidity, only just let me know in the comment section below, right? So this is one of the way you can identify this. Now, one of the things you want to do again is to wait for price to get into your point of interest. So you could see that most people, believe it or not, they will be selling here already. You can see that. Now, on the 1 minute time frame, you can see that many smart money traders will be selling. All these are smart money traps, right? All these are smart money traps. I'm not interested in this, right? I'm not really interested in any of this yet, because price should probably give me deeper mitigation before I do any other. In case you want to learn the secret of imbalance, you want to learn my 1 minute strategy, you want to learn my ICT concept, how I approach the ICT concept, do well to watch the video on the end screen. I suggest you also watch the playlist that you are seeing, because you are going to benefit from whatever you are learning from this channel. See you in the next video.